You know the only YouTube rewinds, right? You know, those type of videos that YouTube makes at the end of the year, or usually. Well, for 2020, it was a pretty crazy time back then. We were all hit by the pandemic, and it was absolutely awful. Well, for 2020, YouTube did not make a rewind this year. I mean, then again, all the other YouTube rewinds were pretty bad, so can't really blame them. But for 2020, some people came up and made their own fan project version of what would YouTube Rewind 2020 be like. And it's a mess. Usually I don't really talk about things like this. I usually would like to talk about people or things that people made that was very controversial. But this is weird, honestly. It's made into like a weird, small musical. And while it would have been interesting, they completely failed at it. And it was really bad. And I'm a theater kid. I'm a really big fan of musicals and all of that stuff. Like, one day I want to see Heathers in real life. Like, that's all I want to do in life. So when I heard the news about this 2020 musical thing, I was interested. It was I was expecting it to be trashy and bad. So here we are, me making a video talking about it. Great job, me. Now, the musical pretty much parodies other already existing songs from musicals like Dear Evan Hansen, The Greatest Showman, and for some reason, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Which, I don't know, is just so funny to me because it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like, that's such a weird choice for a musical that you would put, for a song that you put in. My dog is walking around currently, and it's probably going to interfere with the mic, so that's amazing. And also, the costuming for the part where they show all these like video games that were popular back then in 2020, like the Tom and Nook Animal Crossing costume is something else. Honestly, like, I'm a big fan of Animal Crossing and I like playing it, but like, what is this exactly? It looks like a furry on a budget. Then there's the infamous Among Us costumes, which is literally the only reason why this project was called Among Us the Musical for the longest time known to man. And also, it was to the point that I legit thought that there's people out there that made an entire musical about the game Among Us, and I was like, oh, interesting, that sounds pretty cool if it was done well, right? But no, it's not. We got this instead. Also, they thought it was a good idea to feature Jenna Marbles' apology video where she apologized about a Nicki Minaj impression, where she was doing blackface, into a fun little sad, depressing song in there, which, that's great. That's a great move. Like, these are real events that are happening in real life, not just some weird story that you can get at your local Barnes and Noble. But you know what? It's really bad. I hate it. I don't like it at all. But it has a good message. It supports Black Lives Matter, and the original video got deleted because of Jenna Marbles, but it had a link to a charity in the description of the video that you could donate to right now, which I'll probably put the link to it in the description of this video that you're watching. But yeah, you should probably go to the link down below and support the charity, since what they do is really good. Anyways, this was a pretty short video, but anyways, I just wanted to talk about this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later in the next video. Bye.